value of the trade. I feel like, gave up a lot to get me, and I feel like it's an honor.
Do you know any of the guys on the team already? Do you have pre-existing relationships with any of them?
I don't have pre-existing relationships with anybody, but as I said, the players welcomed me pretty good. I've been seeing them around the facility, so everybody's smiling, telling me congratulations, and that's it.
Were you blindsided by the trade at all, or did you expect it?
I'll be honest, I didn't expect, but as I said, sometimes that's the business. Sorry. Sometimes that's the business, and I embraced it. At the beginning, it's a little shocking. DC been my home for 4 years. I had some great moments with the Wizards, but now I'm in a different place. I was a little shocked. It's tough to leave home, but I'm excited to start a new chapter and really take this organization to the next level.
What's it like for a trade like that to go down on draft day? It's already kind of a whirlwind, and then
Well, I was sleeping, so when I heard about it, I woke up in the middle of the night and figured out I got traded. So I didn't go back to sleep that night. But yeah, it was pretty shocking.
Were you in DC?
No, I wasn't home. I was in Israel.
Israel?
Yeah,
Wow.
I was in Israel. It was 2 a.m. Woke up. They let me know Woj bomb things. So yeah, it took me time to embrace it, but now when I'm over it, I feel like I'm in a great spot, and I'm very happy.
You talked about your journey. How would you describe your journey up to this point?
My journey being not easy. It never was easy. I was never given gifts. I always worked really hard for the things I accomplished, and since I came to the league, it's been a tough ride. I played with some really competitive and hard players, and I feel like my role has expanded with the years. And I honestly fought for every minute I saw on the court, every chance that I got to get the ball, and I tried to do the best I can, and it got me here. So,
What intrigues you about this situation here?
what do you mean intrigued?
Interests you, or what are you excited about, curious about?
First of all, for the fans, I heard there's a very good fan base here, so I'm excited to be a part. And the culture, you're in a different state. You're in the West Coast now, so seeing the city, seeing how people interact, and being a part of Portland is exciting.
How would you describe your game to someone if you were going to tell them how Deni Avdija plays?
Passionate, definitely. You can see the passion for winning, for playing basketball. I mean, I'm always making the right play, trying to make the right play as much as I can. I'm very team friendly. My teammates are I want to do the best I can to make them be better on the court, and just hard-nosed, trying to come do his job and just win games. That's it.
You talked about the expectations that they already talked with you about. What are the expectations you're coming here?
The expectations, I'm expecting to be a big part of the team, help them become a better team, take it to the next level. And honestly, I expect to get better every single day. Come here and work out, get the knowledge of the coaches, the organization, just become a better player and a better person.
From what I understand, Washington kind of gave you that indication that you were a big part of their plans. Emotionally, how do you handle them parting ways with you?
I think they really loved me. I think I've done a lot for the organization, for the city. It was just not the timeline, I guess. I did whatever I can. I gave everything I could on the floor, and that's part of the business. Sometimes it just doesn't get along, and I feel like we had beautiful years, and now I'm in a different organization, and I'm trying to get the best I can here.
So were you able to immediately just process that and get over it, or had some?
I think I matured enough in this league to understand the business side of it, to understand that it doesn't matter where you're at. At the end of the day, you playing ball, you play the game you love, and I'm a big competitive guy. I love winning. I love being around people and meeting new people. So for me, it's fun to explore a new.
There's a lot of young players on this team trying to find their game, find their way. You had a huge jump in the fourth year. What can you sort of teach those young players?
I'll definitely have the talks with some of the players. I'll definitely try to help my team and some of the young guys to really help and bring the game up a level. Other than that, I'm there. I'm here for them, and we're gonna do it together. So
What clicked for you?
maturity, understanding my capabilities and skill, and just confidence and belief. I think the organization, the coach, especially in the second half of the season, really helped me make that jump.
I know you played in 75 games last year. Is being durable something you pride yourself in?
Definitely. I'm every day in the gym, weight room, treatment room, trying to get my body right. It's really important for me. I want to be there for the team in every game possible. Bring my competitiveness, bring my joy to the game, and I feel like doing all the extra stuff around it really helps me do it. And that's my goal: play as many games as possible. I did 82 one year, and I'm gonna try to do it again. So.
Your shooting in particular took a huge jump last year. What went into that? Is there anything you've changed about your shot, or was that just working on?
I haven't changed. I feel like my really worked on the mental side of shooting and really understand it. I am a good shooter, and I really worked a whole summer focusing on the shot and making sure I was confident about it. And that's it. I'm not overthinking anything anymore. So.
You're coming from a Wizards team that's kind of in the same place as the Blazers in that they're building going forward. Was there anything you learned in that process about kind of staying motivated and staying competitive while you know that your team is building towards something later on?
First of all, I understand that in the NBA, patience is a big part. I've seen teams that were not good and now they're top of the league. So I really believe this group can be there. And also, I was making sure that having kind of like all the losing stuff won't get into me so much. Like, come every day, even though you're not in a really good spot in terms of like seeds, but just come in, don't look at the record, just come and play as hard as you can and compete to win. For me, every win last year, even though we didn't win as much, was big time. Big time for our group, big time for me. And I'm trying to continue this culture here as well. Thank you guys.
Deni,